Vanishing Ice exhibit. Go ahead and start my presentation here. My main idea is climate change and its effect on the environment, eutrophication, and habitat structure and species. My first point is about the environment and basically the idea of global warming, which is the gradual increase of temperature in the air in the lower atmosphere. And this happens when the gases from the greenhouse escape to the atmosphere and form a blanket that prevents the sun's radiation from going to the stratosphere, which makes the atmosphere warmer. Some examples of greenhouse gases include carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. A huge effect is the increased loss of our polar ice caps and melting glaciers, which leads to rising sea levels and land loss. My second point is about eutrophication. Climate change is causing an increase in eutrophication, especially in harmful algal blooms, reduced water quality, loss of habitat and natural resources, and there's a severity of oxygen depletion. Rising sea levels create an increase in runoff from coastal areas. The more runoff there is, the more the water table level rises. The soil then becomes more saturated in the surrounding areas, and as the surface runoff increases, less rainfall is able to sink into the ground. This causes problems with groundwater collection because there's less water being filtered through. My third point is about habitat structure and keystone species. Melting ice creates difficulties for habitat structure. Species cannot adapt to the changing environment and are forced to cope with less ice to live on. Sorry. One of the examples given is the polar bear. This keystone species lives and thrives on the ice, and they cannot swim the huge distances between the ice, and so they are slowly dying off. A loss of any keystone species in an ecosystem lessens the biodiversity and throws off the balance of the system. And many studies have concluded that the polar bear will be extinct by the year 2050, and I got that information from National Geographic. A little bit more about the exhibit. This is Alexis Rockman's, I think it was oil painting on wood, shows the glacier, the ice block with a penguin stuck on the ice block. And another one by Gary Brosh, who shows the difference between, I forget which years they were, but the glaciers melting. And that's the end of my project. Thank you.